Well, you haven't heard it in a long time, have you, T-Ram? Alright, we are live. Let's play some Terra Invicta. How do we play this game again? The game has been patched, and I can instantly see a huge improvement in the frame rate in the system view. This was running like a slideshow. I was actually trying to hide the fact that it was running so badly the last time we played, but now it is buttery smooth. So I'm really happy with that. Looks like we've got some much more detailed trails from our enemy ships as well, which is pretty cool. This Sun Jupiter L4 looks to be very popular. What are we doing and how does this game work again? So we've got a bunch of fleets here. I wonder what the stars next to them. So we've got Crayon Cavalry. Where are they and what are they doing? So Crayon Cavalry is the Courageous Mark II class cruisers. That's right. These are our Marines. They're currently docked in low Earth orbit, so they're just chilling out on Earth waiting for a mission. We've got the Earth Interception Fleet, don't mess with the humanities, made up of... Oh, hey Ryan, hey Tyrion, how's it going? Game mode is too loud? I can fix that. I've got it turned up for our good friend Armored Core. Same from last time, of course. We're continuing on. We will win this war. It's just the game was running really badly, and now that it's been patched, it's running really well. So I'm excited to get back into it. How's everybody doing? It's good to see you. I've turned the volume down. Let me know if it's gone too low. So what have we got? Yeah, we've got a pretty big fleet here on Earth. Can I go to them? Yeah, this way. Oh, that zoom in's nice and smooth as well. So there's Earth fleet in all of its glory, just chilling out. Wow, I'm pretty sure we didn't get this much detail on the rest of the system while we're in orbit. No, we've already launched the expedition to Jupiter crash test. We are, I think you missed a couple of streams, which I don't blame you for. Oh look, you can actually see the ship under construction in the Spacebook Works. That's pretty cool. So that's that fleet. So the Earth fleet's looking like it's in a good condition. We're going to have to spend a little bit of time just working out what we're doing. Let's check out the Mars fleet. The Mighty Martians, all the way over in Mars. This fleet also looks like it's in pretty good condition. Not quite as big as Earth fleet, but still pretty big. That's nice to see. And then we've got... Who else do we have? What about Mercury Defense Fleet? How is that looking? Mercury Defense Fleet, I believe, took a bit of a hit last time. Yeah, they're not in quite as good shape, but they're still looking pretty nice. So all of these fleets should have... They've got Neo Mark 5s, they've got Night Sky Mark 5s. And then we've got some Bosco Mark 1s as well, which are a monitor. Is this the Bosco Mark 1 monitor? I don't know if it is. Yeah, it is. This is a nuclear torpedo monitor ship, because why not? Our secret weapon in every fleet. And then we've got another couple of fleets just to check out really quickly. So we've also got the Jovian Assault Fleet. This is the fleet that's currently defending the... Is it Jangly Guitar Part new? I don't think it is. This is the fleet that's currently defending our shipyard that we're building in orbit of Callisto. That's right. So we're getting mining operations up and running on Callisto. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mines under construction on the surface of the moon, and then we have Homesteader Fleet, which is currently not Homesteader. So we got Scarlet Dawn, which is currently set up to defend Scarlet Dawn Station. Is the name of the station? Scorching Sunlight Station, which is still under construction, but it's actually in a workable state right now. I think that's one of the last things we did, was we actually got it up and running. If I just check the station really quickly. How do I do that again? Here we go. Yeah, everything is currently constructed here. Oh, we've got some new sorting options up here, which is cool. I think your Marines are doing fine. We lost one of the ships, but they have been doing a lot of work. Oh, HAB templates. We've got HAB templates now. Okay. If we're going to be playing this game again, we need some good HAB templates. So that's one thing we need to do in the Discord, is plan out our HAB templates so that we can do this really, really easy in the future. Because this was killing me. This was absolutely killing me when I stopped playing last time, was just having designs for HABs was causing me problems. But this is great. So what have we got here at the moment? We've got 2 heavy fusion reactor farms. We've got an ag complex. We've got 1 nanofac. We've got a fusion reactor farm that probably needs to be upgraded. 2 battle stations. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Andrew Chan. I don't know if you're watching right now, but you still get a shout out. We've got 2 fusion reactor farms. We've got a construction module which needs to be knocked down, and then we've got 4 space works. I think one of these might be a tier 2. No, there's definitely more chatter. Okay. And then we have one last fleet, which is Homesteader Fleet, which is composed of 2 mishaps well, Mishaps Mark 4 and Mishaps Mark 4.5, which are our orbital building ships. They've been all over the solar system, actually, crash test. They've been to Mars and back a couple of times. We used them to destroy all of... What was that? Which faction was it? We used them to destroy all of... Oh, hi folks. Haven't seen you in a while. We'll come back to that in a second. Intel. No, this is Intel here. We used your Marines to destroy every single... was it the servants? No, every single Protectorate space station in Earth orbit was destroyed by your Marines. So we've actually cleared them out of Earth orbit completely. Okay, so that's all of our fleets. Let's have a look at the situation on Earth, shall we? Because we need to find out what's going on there as well. I thought I'd click on the Earth button. Oh, the game is running so much better than it was last time. Okay, so as last time, there's absolutely, basically no xenoforming on Earth, apart from this little bit that's popped up in Tanzania. We still control all of the European Union, which includes all of the former Soviet Republic. Sorry, the Soviet Union, including all of the stuff down here. So we're in a very strong position in Europe. Let's have a look at actual Europe's stats right now. So we are... It's looking pretty good. If we've got any problems, investment points are going down. I think it's a big issue. Research is going up. Boost is going down. I don't know why boost is going down. Interesting. And we've got 326 mission control in Europe on its own. We obviously still control the great nation of the United States of North America, which has been expanded to include all of Canada and all of Mexico. And I believe we've been working on bringing the Caribbean states into the United States of North America. My current plan was just to start moving my way south. And that's what I was doing at the end of the last stream. We do also control all of the Pacific Defense League, which I kind of just did for the fun of it, but we do control it, and it took a lot of work, but it is finally in a pretty reasonable situation. I had to work really, really hard to deal with quite a huge problem with its democracy and its inequality, but we've managed to sort that out mostly. It's still at high inequality, but it was an extremely bad inequality. And clockwork. And then, do we still have control of Saudi Arabia? We still have control of Saudi Arabia, although this Gestapo-looking guy, I'm not liking that. What's he doing? A kingpin for the academy in Saudi. We need to deal with that. So we still control Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates as well, the Gulf states. So our Earth position is looking pretty nice. In terms of research, we're currently researching antimatter propulsion, proton-proton fusion, and arrival governance, which is about to tick over. We're not researching anything in... Yeah, because I don't think there's anything left to research. What does the admin tower do? Tier 2 module provides 1 mission control. What is this stat? Oh, this must be a new module that gives us more control cap. Officers dedicate to increasing the HAB's economic output and our faction's overall efficiency. A HAB may only have one type of this module. Control point capacity increases only if HAB is in low Earth orbit. Module confers a 5% bonus to the HAB's production of pretty much every resource. Well, that's new. Dusty Plasma Radiator is also new. I think HAB Living Quarters is also new. A dormitory, galley, and gym affording a small measure of comfort and occasional privacy for the HAB crew. Provides a little bit of... What does it give me? Here we go. Module confers 3 malice to control space asset missions at this HAB and costs no money upkeep for the module's crew. Destroying this module is an atrocity. Okay, interesting. Heavy coil cannon, heavy rail cannon. I think these are new as well. Inertial confinement reaching this. A few of these I don't remember. Oh, the Resistance Rangers, veteran space unit for our ships. Let's get this under research. We need to make the Marines even better. Okay, right. So Earth seems to be in a pretty reasonable state. We'll work out what we're doing there in a second. What is the situation with alien fleets? Because that's hey Treelander, yeah, this is a long campaign. We've been doing this for a while. I've taken a long break from it because I kind of burnt out a little bit on the game, and it was starting to run really, really badly. But the latest patch really seems to have improved the game a lot, and I'm keen to get it finished. We put so much time and effort into this campaign with so much work from the community to get it going that I really want to pay them back and finish it for them. So let's see what the aliens are up to. Now, the one thing we do know... Okay, I have gone quiet because I've just seen something that is definitely not the same as the last time we loaded this save. Who can spot the terrible situation that I've just spotted? Uh-oh. It's going to take them 2 years to make the transfer. But Doomfleet has finally moved off the blocks. Although it's not as much of a Doomfleet anymore, actually. So what have they broken off? Destroyer, gunship, destroyer, dreadnought, frigate, destroyer, gunship, frigate, destroyer, destroyer, dreadnought. Okay, they haven't taken all of the motherships and battleships that they had. This is not the Doom fleet. This is a, we'll call this a sub-Doom fleet. Callisto 04 August. And I just need to name this so I know it's coming, August 2044. So they have dispatched this fleet, which was, or the original Doom fleet. What's this here? Fix total alarm. Yes. Excellent. I can set an alarm. That's so good. Where is the fleet right now? So Doomfleet has left Salacia, which is where their main base is, I believe. And here it is here, and it is on its way from high above the elliptical plane down towards Doomfleet. Yeah. Definitely just the color coding. So we need to bear in mind with that. Also, I need to find somewhere to put chat, because chat's not in a great location right now on the screen, I just noticed. Let's put chat, that's not chat, I'm moving. Let's put chat up here, just so that you're not blocking the whole screen off. It's just a wee bit of Doom, so we're not that worried about it. And it's going to take them 2 years to make the transfer, which is good to know. But we need to be aware of these things. The fact the game just let me set an alarm for when they arrive, chef's kiss, love that. Thank you so much, game. Okay, everything else that is happening here, let's just minimize this. Okay, so where is actual Doomfleet? It looks like they've split actual Doomfleet up. Victor 603 seems to be the majority of, yeah. So this is where the motherships are. The Consuming Dark Star and the Righteous Fury. Gunship, the Dreadnought. So we need to keep an eye out for this fleet moving. I'm going to rename it just to Mothership, just so that I know they're in here. Motherships. Okay. Who else is moving? Victor 605 is docked at Swift Justice Station, in Ganymede Orbit, Triton Orbit. Victor 233 is in Low Ceres orbit. So this is a fleet that I think has killed all of our mining operations on Ceres. I don't think we have anything left here because they... No, we still have a base. We have... Space Servo is apparently still alive, but it's actually not undamaged as well, with 2-layer defense arrays. Okay, so they're holding out. They're obviously not getting bombarded. And we also still have... Hobart is still here as well. It's still okay as well with it. So the LDAs are actually holding the aliens back. That's good. So even though they're in Ceres orbit, we're fine. Exactly, Crash. So we've got 2 years to worry about it. We'll deal with it later. What else is going on here? We've got Intercept Expedition Support is a fleet that doesn't exist anymore. Why are these red is my question. They must be near something. So Antigone must be where we've got something as well. And Ausonia must be where we've got something as well. Let's just quickly check on that. I need to get like a good picture of where we are with the game again. So there's going to be a little bit of relearning our situation here. Okay, do we have anything on... Where's the actual... No, we don't have anything here because they've got a station here. So why are they red? Earth 21 December isn't moving anymore. It might explain... Why do our fleet's military violence mounted a passage to combat power? That's a good question, T-Ram. I'll have a look at that in a second. Let's actually have a look. So the Mars interception fleet is at 2.9k, Jovian Assault is at 2.6, Earth is 2.2, Mercury is at 2.0. So I think that's about where they were before. I think that's pretty much where they were last time. Also, it looks like we've got some Marines. Did we end up hang on a second. Has Earth interception fleet accidentally ended up with one of our crash test class Marine carriers? Night Sky, Bosco, Night Sky, Neo, Bosco, Mark 1, Neo, Mark 5, Night Sky, Mark 5, Bosco, Mark 1, Neo, Mark 5, Neo, Mark 5. No. For some reason, this fleet has the ability to assault Habs. But I don't see a ship that should be able to let it do that. Neo, Bosco, Night Sky, Neo, Bosco, Neo, Night Sky, Bosco, Night Sky. Crash test, did you sneak... Did I click the wrong fleet? No, the Earth Defense fleet. Yeah, for some reason, they've got the same ability as current cavalry, which I don't understand why. Did some of your Marines sneak onto the other fleet? Anyway, back to the aliens. Let's get this sorted out. Okay, we've got Mind Killers is transferring to low Alethea orbit. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, but I will set an alarm on it. And then we've got an Earth fleet coming into Earth on the 2nd of September. That will be fine. We've got another fleet coming to Earth on the 10th of January, but I've already knocked that off. It's just a Dreadnought, and this is just a Dreadnought. We've got a fleet coming into Callisto. There's not much I can do about that, but we'll mark it off. We've got a fleet heading to rushing Exodus Station. I don't care about that. That's reinforcements happening. No, I don't think there is a Marine leader in the fleet. I'll check that too. I think everyone is on the planet. Rallying with Sub-Doom Fleet. Hello. Okay, they're adding a destroyer to Sub-Doom Fleet. That's good to know. And they're adding this fleet as well. So Doom Fleet's going to get bigger. There's another destroyer being added to Sub-Doom Fleet. Rushing Exodus Station, Nemesis Orbit, Antigone, Rushing Exodus. Okay, so there's not a lot of enemy movement happening around. We're 2 fleets coming to Earth, and that's kind of it for the moment. What's happening with ship construction, actually? Okay, all of our ship construction is currently idle, but we do have a Maya Mark II about to pop out of Scaffold shipyard. One thing we need to be aware of is last time we were really struggling on resources, our biggest issue was base metals have been really, really tight. So I don't want to build any more fleets right now until we get our base metal supply sorted out. And the thing that I was spending base metals on, if we jump back out to Callisto, I'll use the fleet to get there quickly. Where's our fleets? Go to the Jovi de Sol fleet. Is we need to make sure that all of our mines on Callisto are actually under construction, which is a little bit fiddly, but we'll need to look at them. So Utgard, let's say Exodus Station 13 has its Tier 3 mining module and a fusion reactor, so that it needs more stuff, but the first thing I want to do is just make sure all of these have this bit online. So next up we've got, I need to click on Callisto again. Next up we've got this place. Defense Station Iron is still under construction, so that's fine. As long as it's under construction, I'm happy. Next up, we also need to work out what we need to give these to make sure that they're sitting a little bit nicer in terms of how much resources they're costing us. This one is online. It's still waiting for a battle station to be complete, so we do need to get battle stations under construction on all of them. That's what Delta Squad went. Don't worry about it. Don't listen too closely to their war cries. One of the things I've been enjoying doing, Crash, just is every time the Marines take a base, is then zooming in to see the explosion. This base here, 6 o'clock rock, it does not have a mining complex under construction, so let's get that going. Can I filter? So what do we have? What are the Tier 3 mining? Let's just find it. Only mining complex. Oops. 240 days. I feel like there was a way to get these to build quicker. Do you have a construction module under construction here? No. I'm just going to get it under construction. Yeah, because it's got 720 metals, which is the big problem thing that's holding us back. And we need to bootstrap our metal production. It's really important that we get this sorted out. Oops, click the wrong button again. Has its mining complex under construction. That's fine. Then we've got Brand Crater. Brand Crater does not. New Anchorage does not have its colony mining complex under construction. We don't have enough power here for this, so we also what have we got under construction? So we did another fusion reactor farm, which we can build in space, and then we need to get our mining complex as well. Okay. And how much metal do we have left? We don't have enough metal for another mining complex, so we need to keep checking back. How much was a mining complex to build actually? It's not going to show us here, is it? Because this one's already under construction. Let's check the next one and see if it still needs one. So I think this was Gunter Crater. Nope. Already checked that. Is this Brand Crater? Yeah, new Anchorage. Alinda, which is Space Timbuktu. I can see that it has it under construction. Next one is this one here. Is this the last one? Okay, all of them now have their mining complexes under construction, which is great news. Alright, let's check the status of our agents. Is there a way to buy base metals from other factions? Yes, there is. And we're pretty chummy with some of them. Oh, by the way, just for those that don't know, we are actually also producing our first set of antimatter, which is something else we need to actually sort out now that I think about it, because that was a mess last time that I didn't properly fix. So if we just head back to Mercury, I think our station is out here. I think it's Black Mesa Station. Yeah, Black Mesa Station is our, this is where we're producing our antimatter. We've got Atom Smashers here. We need to upgrade these to the Tier 3, yes, I agree with you, Go Green Basti. Ship design is very confusing. It's why I build ships by committee, with my chat helping me extensively to do it. So I think we have unlocked, yes, Super Colliders. So our next step is we need to build super colliders, which require what do we not have enough of? There's something here we don't have enough of. So we need 120 money, we've got that. We need 32 water, we've got that. We need 32 thistles, we've got that. We should have everything. We have insufficient resources to construct this module. If you're able to build this, you may right-click it. Why do we not got enough materials to construct this? 280. Yeah. Upgrade Atom Smasher from space. I don't see why I can't build this. But apparently we can't. We'll have to come back and keep checking on this because we need these super colliders online so that we're properly producing antimatter so we can use it in our ships. Right, okay. But that's all happening. This is on go here. Back to Earth, and we can maybe actually start playing the game. What are our agents doing? I think last time we were pushing really hard to take over the Caribbean.
Ready for my mission.
Yeah, everyone is on planet, so nobody's in space giving them that marine bonus, which is extra weird. Did you get... Oh, sorry about that, Night Sky. I know Perrin understands somewhat. Perrin is a savant at games like this. They know way more than I do. Exactly, TRM. And then what happens is you guys pressure me to doing things like building monitors armed with nuclear torpedoes that now all of our fleets have equipped to them. Because all of our ship designs are named after community members who've done a lot of contributing to the game. Special shout out to Many-Headed Mishaps who set up the naming system as well, because every single ship in every fleet is named by someone in the community, which is I think is still my favorite thing. We also started arming. We started naming the armies as well, but since we have never had a war on Earth, it's never really come up, and I stopped doing it. If we do get into an Earth war, it's something we'll revisit. Let's just have a look at our nation states. It looks like we have nothing. We actually have so much. We actually took the Caribbean last time. That's what we were doing. Okay, so that's one of our jobs, to take the Caribbean. So unrest at the moment. We've got high unrest in the Caribbean. Everywhere else is looking fine. We should do a little bit of suppression in Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states. How long is it going to take for the Caribbean to form a government? 162 days. What are their priorities right now? Let's set this. Oh, actually, have I already set this? Economy, welfare, knowledge, unity. Yeah, I have. We've got new icons here for all of these, which is really cool. That makes them a little bit easier to tell the difference between. Okay. It looks like I was already on board this. I've already got the Caribbean under control. So I'm going to get... We're going to get Chuck to fight the aliens. There's some aliens in Katanga, and that's all they are. So Chuck's going to do his job.
Where to?
Then, Fire May.
At your service.
We need to do something about the unrest here and here. So I'm going to get Jerry Ray Clark Dad, the scoundrel himself, to stabilize Saudi Arabia.
We'll make things safe.
And we'll get Fire May
standing by
to stabilize the Gulf states.
Acknowledged. Ready for my mission.
Then we need to do something with the rest of our team. So we've got the Caribbean under control and it's defended. Is everywhere else defended as well? Yeah, you did pressure me to make a floating AC, and it was actually a lot of fun. I've got tons of control points all of a sudden. We were really tight for quite a long time, right? Everywhere is defended. No, the EU is not defended. I'm so happy I checked that. So Bradford, it feels like I've got more options here as well. Like my units have picked up and suddenly have more options available to them. We're going to do defend interests in the EU.
Securing our control.
We should have ground control of the Caribbean. We will do that once we stabilize the nation. So our new thing is the strategy we're using before crash test. Yeah, that's the problem point. I'm about to go into that. Oh, the puppy just woke up. Of course. So the problem we had last time was I'd take a nation over and I would just like mass invest in mission control and ignore everything else, and it caused super disastrous situations for actually the stabilization. And I think I had to spend like 15 streams trying to sort the inequality problem that we had in the Pacific Defense League, which is now under control. I mean, it's still not great, but it's better. Let me just let the dog in. She's literally just standing at the door asking to come in. 1 second. No, it's actually a puppy alert. She wants to go to the bathroom. I will be back in 2 secs. All right, I'm back. Of course, as soon as I start playing the game again, she has to bark. Oh my god, we've been going for half an hour, and I haven't even taken my first turn. There's so much to catch up on. Okay, yes, we have big equality problems in the Middle East, but the thing is I don't really care that much because I've tried to fix it, but originally I was just spoiling the Middle East. I was just pulling as much money out of it as I could because I needed the cash. No, it's the same game, Down Under Blunder. The aliens have just been slacking really badly. Okay, so they're all doing their jobs there. So what do we want to do with Guy Fawkes, Quiet Raccoon, and Co? We're looking for more nation states that we can take over to push further south into making the United States of North America the United States of America. We've got Belize here. I don't think we have a... we do have a claim on Belize. I mean, Belize... Oh, wow, look at that GDP. Is it worth, like, saving Belize? We want to save Belize. We want to bring Belize into the arms of the United States of North America. We also have Guatemala, which we have claims on. We also have Honduras. Who do we want to free next? Bring into the freedom of the United States of North America. We could also grab Cuba. Actually, I think it'd be quite fun to grab Cuba. It's going to take a lot of work. We're gonna do some issues, some problems here to the quality situation in America by bringing these states in. What are we investing in right now? Yeah, I think you're right, Woot. Honestly, invading and annexing them is nice. The problem we have to be very careful of is invading countries that are allied with countries with nukes. Yes, thank you, Miss Saps. I appreciate you making that. So I would like to try and do it peacefully if we can. If not, just because we have a team of absolutely unreal agents who can snipe entire countries very, very quickly. And regime change doesn't really take that long. We could just invade Belize. It would not take very long to capture it. Now, Belize are currently under control by the Protectorate. No, is it the Protectorate? The Executive? No, that's the position. They are currently allied with Pakistan? Pretty sure that's Pakistan. And I think Pakistan has some nukes. Pakistan does not have any nukes, I don't think. Let me just confirm that I'm looking in the right place for nukes. Pakistan has 2 nukes. I cannot invade Belize. Because if I invade Belize, then Pakistan will nuke me. So we cannot invade Belize. Guatemala, however, has no allies and is prime target for invasion. So we could declare war. We could move the mechanized division right hand, which are invasion age tanks, down to Mexico City. We could maybe back them up with another division, move the Iron Fist division as well, invade Guatemala and bring it over to our side. Shall we do that? We haven't done any invasions actually at all this game. Let's move them over in preparation for... Oh, that was nice. Oh, chat explosion. Put your... Yeah, cool. Okay, so aliens are being slacked and a huge fleet is supposed to be coming for Earth. I already checked it out down under Blunder. Nothing bad is happening. It has 2 nukes. What's it good for? Get lots of territory. Say it again. Just take control of Belize and unally them. Well then, yeah, I guess I forget that even if I take control of them, I don't own them. But we're going to do Guatemala first. So I'm going to order these 2 armies over. Let's get... I'm going to get Guy to just stabilize the Caribbean.
We'll restore peace
and
to this nation.
And I'm going to get Quiet to boost public opinion in Guatemala. Spend a bit of cash on that.
We must persuade.
Okay, everyone's got their turns. Let's confirm assignments. That's fine. That's the enemy. That's the guy we've turned over. Yes, multi-territory moves at last. Isn't that nice to see? All right, so everything's happy. We're not got any engagements. Our first engagement is happening in September. So we will have a fight in September. If I zoom out, this fleet here is going to arrive in September. It's a single dreadnought, so it should be a pretty easy fight to ease us back into things. Let's speed time up and
securing our interests.
That's fine. Oh, I need to click continue. That menu's changed. They've got rid of the icon, the picture that was in there before. Ooh, did the game just freeze? No. The game is running so much better than it was before. Let's go up to max speed. Oh, we are at max speed. No, now we're at max speed. Missile test. New art. Thailand's missile test went off without a hitch, getting in a wealth of technical data. Response to the United States of America will be expected shortly. Event triggered punitive sanctions. Okay, so we can sanction Thailand for testing missiles. Okay, so we have a fleet arriving in low Callisto orbit. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I just tick the button to check it. No, this is it. This is a fleet I want to deal with. Okay. So So they're not in Callisto orbit yet, so I don't want to do anything about them right now. I want to do something about them when they actually arrive in Callisto. So they're going to arrive on the 23rd. That's fine. Also, wow, I can actually have the fleet selected and go at max speed.
All the old boundaries, the stratified lines of power,
right-click
have
to
been
move, really?
exposed as a fragile fiction by the aliens. Rights and authorities are awash, but we cannot forget that a person's daily struggles are only compounding. In this dangerous time, they still need food, medical care, and assurance that their labors will be meaningfully rewarded. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee addressing the Association of Southeast Asian Nations.
All right, I'll go back and check what I did with those tanks. Sorry, we had to just wait for arrival governance text to go up. My next YouTube video should be out tomorrow, Nick Madden. Looks like the simplified interceptions. That's cool. I didn't notice that mishaps. I'll have to check that out. As national interest in publics grow increasingly aligned around responses to alien arrival and the boundary between Earth and space grows blurred, we have studied methods of human organization at great length with the goal of best organizing our economy and people at the macro level. Sure, this is some word soup. To address the great challenge of our generation. But we should not lose sight of most people's everyday encounters with their government remains mundane, if laced with anxiety. When will my support check arrive? What taxes will taxes take food for my family? Is that armed man in a uniform an ally, an obstacle, or a threat? In the end, good governance results from a million small interactions between people being conducted with a minimum measure of assurance that law and policy are not being carried out arbitrarily, that if one follows the state's rules, the state will not betray them and impose unnecessary suffering. This now lets us unlock interplanetary polities. I think I'm going to just keep pushing down this tree. This will get us independent habitats. We don't really need that. Particle cannons, targeted biological warfare. Has anyone watching the stream has not seen the tech tree for this game? Wow, that loaded a lot faster. Here is the tech tree. We are at the top end of it, but I kind of want to get Accelerando just because that's a book I read once, and it was wild. Targeted biological warfare, hydrogen lithium 6 fusion, gas core fusion systems, fission pulse drives, particle cannons. We don't need particle cannons as far as I'm aware. There are VOs in this game for this. Voiceovers, yes, but the voiceovers are... The character who does the most voiceovers is the one that frustrates me the most. I'll have to check that out for what you're talking about, mishaps. I missed all that because he popped up and I was a bit overwhelmed. What I want to grab for our next research, I think I might actually get... I might get Accelerando. Induced deflection points, global empire. That lets me build like the super nation. Targeted biological warfare gets us singleton viruses. We now create weapons that target individuals with specific genetic structures. I don't really like the sound of that. Independent habitats lowers mission command requirements. Well, maybe we'll pick that up then. Let's check that out. All right, that's all going now. Are we still in the lead? 86, yeah. Are we still in the lead? We have all the research. All right, so Victor, hang on. If I select, the thing is, my worry is I don't actually want to intercept this fleet until it arrives, because I don't want my fleet to just jet off across space like happened that one time where we left them undefended. Oh, I actually wanted Mind Killers alert. Okay, that's fine. Let me just pause the game for a second because I wanted to check what I was doing. Increase global... Sure, that seems pretty good. An extra 25 control points for free. I'm not too worried about that one. Construction of a Maya Mark II. Oh, we have to name a ship. There's so much happening. Oh, wow, look at this. I can just auto-join a fleet in... Ah, so good. Yes, we'll join the fleet. And then I need to take me to the ship. Will it take me to the ship? It didn't take me to the ship. It'll have a weird name. Is that it? No, it's not the Sergei Korolev. Oh, what's the name of the ship that just got built? This is the wrong fleet. So much just happened. This is the problem. Sometimes the game just gets super overwhelming. Oh, here it is. Maya Mark II. This is a Maya Mark II Dreadnought. This is a new ship design, I believe. Particle pants. I like a TRM. So this thing is running two 360cm ultraviolet phaser batteries and one 720cm ultraviolet phaser cannon with a ton of advanced laser engines. It's just supposed to be a beam death machine and really, really good at shooting down incoming missiles. We need a name for it, however, so give me 1 second to open up a certain very cool program that someone has posted in. Excellent. It's jumped it straight into my list. I just open the program. Thank you again, Mishaps, for making this thing. Oops, that might have popped up on your screen there for a second. I think you're seeing everything. Terra Invicta name list. It is loading, and we're going to run it. I would like to generate a ship name, please. Cool ship name. This ship is the Return. Lonely Shade. Feels like a Foundation name to me. Alright, let's get back to the game. Yeah, the game is definitely massively improved. Alright, the other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to jump back to Earth really quickly, and I wanted to check that I'd actually ordered those armies to move. Sorry for all the jumping around, everybody. Fast progress in this game is not something that happens. Alright, so I just need to click on them and right-click here, and then I'd actually click the Deploy Army button. Is that right? No, I just need to right-click. Is that all I need to do? And then click Deploy? Yeah, there we go. So click on them, right-click, and then click on them again to click Deploy. That's weird. It doesn't seem to lock it in unless I click Deploy. Moving to Dallas. Okay, they're both moving over. That's fine. Alright, back to Callisto. I love that bug. That's still a bug I see. There's a lot going on here. Let's just jump to the defense fleet to get over there quickly. Do you have a ship named Ninebreaker? No, we don't. Need to submit some more, yeah. Your mum, I believe, is in the fleet, as well as the veteran of many a combat, some ship over there, where I had to do a news report talking about that ship being alive.
Violence is abating.
Thanks for letting me know. So this is still happening.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay, that fleet's going to arrive on the 23rd.
Order is returning.
We believe we can join them as brothers and sisters. If we only convince them we are worthy.
I think this is a bug, because we've definitely encountered the Academy before now. Okay, that fleet... Oh, thank you, person I can't name. Sayaz CZ24D Yvsus, I think is your name. If you're watching the stream, thank you for subscribing. Oh, I messed up. Okay, so now we can sortie the Joven. So, cool, I can just instantly click this button to... Okay, because I unpaused the game, they got to start bombarding one of our bases, but it's not going to take that long. Target fleet is likely able to escape pursuit. And I don't think I can increase our Delta V. This is confusing, because it looks like I've already got the fleet selected, but it's also telling me to pick a target. Okay, I've already picked them. So we can either break off, we'll just break off the interceptors then, which are the... is it the battleships or the... No, it's the interceptor class destroyers we need to break off here. So I need to split the fleet, which is this button here. And we need to split off all of the destroyers. So the Rooster, the CEV Iris, the Portal of Aspu, the Death Queue system, the Eminent Domain, the Aqua Regia, the Sephiroth Guard, the Sergei Karolov, the Perpetual Obstruction. I'm not going to bring the monitors with us. Or we're going to bring the monitors with us. How would you remember a username like that? I have no idea. Let's see if we can bring the monitors along as well, because I think it'll be hilarious. We've got the Experienced Regina, the Lightsaber, and 1, 2, 3. Please return to your seats and fasten your safety belts. So we're going to split them into 2 new fleets. Split fleet. So now we have a second fleet in orbit of... we have Romeo 407, which is a temporary fleet. Oh, bombardment options. Okay, and we're going to get them to intercept Victor 569, which cannot escape. So we'll order them to transfer. Oh, look at this. It's actually showing me fleets that I need to be aware of up here now as well. That's so good.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, we've got combat. We're going to engage. They're willing to fight, apparently. Oh, I get to pick my formation in battle now. Oh, what a huge improvement. All right, so I want a high wall, or do I want a great wall? No, I want a, or do I want a short wall? I think I want a high wall. The 3 layers will be nice. And then I can change, I can actually see what the difference between all these different formations do. I know this doesn't anything because I haven't given my ships different names. Oh, interesting. This is new, that is down here. This just changes how they're set up. And then I can set my initial velocity as well. Oh, I love it. All right, let's see if I can remember how to do combat. This is going to be a pretty easy fight. We're going to set the Steel Fortress as our primary target. We're basically just going to tell everyone to charge forward. We're going to set the entire fleet onto a balance posture. Let's just see how this goes. We can also now do drag selects. How good? We're going to speed things up a little bit. Let's see if I can remember the hotkeys. Yeah, that's that hotkey. I can't remember the hotkey to get rid of the trails, though. Was it... Scroll up? No. I need to look that up, because I can get rid of the transfer trails. This is not going to be much of a fight, if we're being completely honest. We're just closing to them. Okay, they're opening fire. We'll make sure that our defense weapons work here. There's a lot of fire coming in from the enemy. Hopefully you can see it. The chat is a little bit in the way. Okay, I'm going to slow things down now this fire's coming in. Let me just quickly check my hotkeys, because I do actually want to turn off the space combat. Trigger, it's V. Okay. There we go. That'll make this look a lot better. They're just launching plasma or torpedoes now. This looks like it is some sort of... Okay, our fleet's opening fire now. This thing doesn't got a chance. Good. The Experienced Regina is doing its job. Apparently I'm... yeah, the Boscos are doing their jobs. The Boscos are laser escorts, and their job is to destroy enemy munitions. Looks like the actual protection fire is going a lot better now as well. That's interesting. They held fire. Our ships are holding fire and not firing constantly as well. I wonder what that is. They're still going forward. That's fine. Actually, what we'll do is we'll select everybody and we'll lock them to the enemy. I think I can do that here. Yeah, we'll padlock them to the enemy. So we're going to face the enemy now. Ah, it's dead anyway. Cool. And nothing got through. Easy win. Easy win. But we knew that was going to be an easy win anyway. Good work, fleet. That's like one of our first... I think that might be our first deep space battle around Callisto. I don't think we've had a fight here before. Alright, so that fleet's done. As soon as they're back in action, which will be pretty quick, we're going to... oh, look at that. I can just tell them to go to the nearest station. So good. And we'll re-amalgamate them into the main fleet. Mechanized, okay, they've arrived. I'm waiting for the other one to arrive. Okay, both of them arrived, so we'll declare war next turn. Romeo 407 has arrived, so now I can just tell him to join the main fleet again. The quality of life improvements here are extreme. I love it. They've resupplied. They should now have Earth fleet's about to come in. So I can sortie Earth interception fleet to defend Earth. If I do this, they're still going to be able to escape, and I don't know if I'll be able to pull the fleet back if they do escape. Because they're not even here yet. I could do what I did again, though. I could split off the fast ships to get to them. So that, again, will be... wow, the Maya-class dreadnoughts are slow. Let's see, we've got the... So we've got a Bosco Mark 1. That's a nuke. That's a nuke carrier. We've got a Space Fish. We've got the Sea of Madness. We've got the Lexington. Into the Groove as a monitor. Approach of Veil. We've got the Disco Ball. The Barracuda. So what I'm noticing here is we do not have a lot of destroyers in Earth orbit. We need to get some destroyers built for the Earth fleet. But for now, we'll split them off. And then we'll grab the other fleet. Romeo 408. And we'll tell them we want them to intercept these guys. And we'll see how this goes. We'll do an intercept on their way in. I don't think they'll be able to flee from us. And we'll just see how that plays out. So we'll give an intercept order there, and we'll unpause, and we'll see what happens. There's another fleet that's arrived in low Callisto orbit. Interesting. So we'll sortie Romeo 407, which was supposed to join with another fleet, but they didn't. But that's fine. So we've got two combats going on at the same time. Does it really, Woot? Well, I didn't know that. That's amazing to know. Thank you for pointing that out. That's definitely a new feature I wasn't aware of. I don't need to split my fleets off then anymore. That's so good. I can have interceptors. Amazing. Okay, anyway, let's engage Iron Resolve. Ah, Victor... Okay, I didn't realize I needed to spend more Delta V. That's fine. We'll get them back in a second. Romeo returns to operations in Low Callisto. Let's send them back to Searching Skulllight Station. Actually, no, let's get them after these guys. Transfer to them. We'll rebid that. Okay, this tooltip will not go away. The game's starting to get a little bit chuggy because I've got too much going on. Max Speed will force engagement, so that's what we want to do. I'm going to auto-resolve this. There's no point fighting it. But we won that fight again. Send them back home. Yes. So many button clicks, but the game has sped a lot of stuff up, which is really cool. Okay, the other army has arrived in Monterey, so we need to wait till next turn to declare war. What do you want, puppy? What's wrong? Where have you been out? Hang on, the dog has decided to be mad again. I'll be right back. She was literally just upset that the door was closed and she couldn't get out the door. So, yay. Okay, anyway, that's done. Resistance fleet completes transfer. Okay, so I want them to join the Jovian Assault Fleet, if they will. That didn't seem to work last time, but we'll see if it does this time. I don't know what this option down here is, because this is covering it up. Let's just close this, and we'll get them to rejoin. Merge fleets. Merge fleet. Okay, they should merge now. Still waiting for the Earth fleet to join
Target
in.
destroyed.
Nice work, Chuck. Can I get this to go away? Is this going to stay here forever? Alright, now we've got the Earth fleet coming up against the Black Whirlwind Dreadnought, which is an attack bomber. The puppy is she's just being her traditional self, isn't it? As soon as I sit down, she's like, oh, I want to go out, I want to come in. I think she's being a bit funny because we found a mouse in our garage today, which is where we go through to get into the back garden, where she goes to the bathroom, and I think she can smell it, so she keeps wanting to go out there to see if there's another mouse. So I'm so sorry to keep doing this. It's the worst streaming etiquette ever. But I'm going to run back outside, because once I get her settled, she will stop barking and she'll be really chill. So bear with me for just another 2 minutes. Thanks. back. So sorry about the delay. She's definitely in mouse hunting mode, but I think she thinks it's gone. So hopefully we could relax. Right, I want to actually fight this thing because I want to have a look at what it set up. They've never set us an attack bomber before, I don't think. Oh, actually, this seems like a way more intel than I used to get. This thing has spinal mag cannon, torpedo bay, missile bay, missile bay, missile bay, particle beam, missile bay. There's a missile destroyer, so we should be pretty good against it. Let's engage it. I do actually want to fight this fight. We'll do a high wall. We'll do a full speed at the start. Yeah, she's getting out of the first seat again. She's just not going to settle, which is I'm really concerned about, but we'll just have to see how it goes. And we'll just boost towards this guy. We'll set him as our primary target. And I'm going to padlock the whole fleet to him. And we'll unpause, and we'll just go to max speed. We'll see how this plays out. It's a pretty strong little fleet. The Bosco's being at the top is maybe a mistake. Oh, there's a Bosco in the middle, though. Actually, that's perfect. Actually, the fleet is pretty much all Boscos, so this will be... It's a pretty short-range fleet, which might be a little bit of a problem. Okay, someone's launching... Those are nukes. Coerce the Faithful has just dumped its entire nuke capacity at this thing, so let's just... those are fast torpedoes. Those are really fast torpedoes. This is the first nuclear use in the campaign. You hear her growling in the background. She's trying to growl for me to open the door for her again. I'm hoping that she will just go to bed if I let her. Oh, none of the nukes are going to make it through, which is really sad. Bosco's doing great work, though, just cutting down all of the incoming munitions. We're just chunking this thing down. It took quite a lot of hits, the Black Whirlwind, before it went down. Interesting. This is a new ship design. I haven't seen this design before. I'm sad those nukes didn't get through, but I was also pretty surprised if they did get through. Oh, can you hear her? Today's a good day. Ramming speed. We have done that in the past down under Blunder. We have done ramming speed in the past. Can you hear her? She's just being really fussy right now. If I let her out the room, what she's going to do is she's going to run to the other door, and she's going to bark at the other door. So I think I just have to be strong, even though it hurts me to ignore her. And I'm just going to have to ignore her right now. And hopefully she will settle in a second. In her bed right now. Let's see how long she stays there. She's probably not going to settle, which is really frustrating. Okay, what's happening now? So Romeo 48, we're going to wait for them to come back into action. So we need to... So it's interesting. There's no mission there to tell... Oh, I can't transfer them. Oh, they're already transferring automatically to Tiangong for some reason. I don't know why all of my ships like to go back to Tiangong Station, but that's where they're going. Okay, our armies have arrived. Yeah, nuke doesn't sound that impressive, does it? But they do have a lot of ordnance. Scandal. Prominent figures supporting us in the European Union being caught in a massive public relations scandal. The scandal is already making headlines across the nation. While the media will eventually lose interest, our cause's image will be tarnished by associating with such scandalized figures, unless we can perform damage control. So nothing done but write it out. Our people resign gracefully, so that'll cost us 10, cause us some public opinion fall. Stall, cover up. We get a 60-40. I think we'll just deal with the public opinion hit. The European Union loves us. Okay. So go to new turn. First things first, we need to defend the United States and North America, because I can see that they are undefended, so we'll get Distil to do that. So defend the United States and North America.
Making things safe for our people.
We can get... What's the situation in terms of unrest? So the Caribbean has 2 unrest. Syria has 1.7. This is still a bug. You have to click off and click back on again. So we could potentially... We need to get someone to suppress unrest. Oh, Chuck, do you have anything
Standing by for orders.
We've got aliens in Brazil, so go and deal with them.
Going in hot.
We'll get
Ready for
Jeremy
orders.
Clarkdad to reduce unrest in Saudi Arabia, which is where they already are.
Restoring order.
We
What's
need
the
to
op?
get... I think we'll get Guy Fawkes to set national policy. I think I remember how to do this. This is so I can declare war on Guatemala.
On my way to the
I
capital.
can't order these guys in here. It's not a
Where
legal
to?
target. Yeah, I can't deploy them in here yet because I haven't declared war on Guatemala yet. We'll get Quiet Raccoon to reduce unrest in the Pacific Defense League because it's creeping up a little bit there as well. And then fire. How bad was the hit
Ready
to
to
public
go.
opinion in? Oh, it was non-existent. Let's just push public opinion in Guatemala up then, so we can get them on side.
We'll make our appeal.
Okay, and let's just check. So Romeo Foright's on the way back. Everyone else is reconfigured. Let's confirm assignments and unpause.
Protecting our interests.
Okay, so they've arrived at Changong, so they now need to move over to, what's it name? Scaffold Shipyard, which should be their main station. I don't know why they always go to Changong. It's been an issue for a long time. Okay, Joint Earth Interception Fleet. That's so good if I can split them off. I'm really excited that's going to happen. They've resupplied, which means they haven't rejoined. Rejoin with Earth Interception. Okay. Surveil location complete. Okay, so surveilling. Zoom out a little bit. Punitive sanctions. States of North. Okay, United States of North America is deeply concerned by Thailand's recent provocative actions. Policymakers of the United States of North America have suggested levying economic sanctions against Thailand. Who owns Thailand? I don't really care. We'll sanction Thailand. And unpause.
It has always been true.
Yeah, the game is re-encountering us with all the factions for the first time, which is pretty funny.
Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
So much stuff on screen. It's a bit crazy. Sure, we will impose the sanctions on Namibia as well. This feels like bigger text than it used to be.
Mission complete.
Okay, we're going to declare war on... Can I see them in the list? China, Singapore, Oman, Chile, Pakistan, Thailand, Syria, South Africa, Bangladesh, Yemen. Can I not declare war on them? It does not appear that I'm able to declare war on Guatemala for some reason. We don't want to federate the European Union. Declare war. Oh, I didn't rival them. Oh, that was so stupid. I forgot I needed to rival them. So I need to go back to Earth. And I need to rival them, which I could have done at any time beforehand. I just come in here. And I need to go to rivals and add Guatemala. They control Guatemala, I think. Who controls Guatemala right now? Guatemala controlled by the Academy. Yeah, I just got their TRM. I feel really stupid. Okay, they're now rivaled with us. Resistance Rangers are done though. We can upgrade the crash test ships to have Resistance Rangers now, which is pretty cool. Specialist Marines. Is there anything else here I'm worried about? Target community support. Welfare priority, that's actually not bad. We'll grab that. Anything else here? Predictive induction modeling, I don't really care because I'm not here. Nah, we'll just get that bonus to welfare. That's quite nice.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Nice, good work, Chuck. Oh, we have apparently had a guy in custody that we didn't do anything about. Okay, new turn. I'm not worried about orgs right now, so we can now declare war on Guatemala. What else have we got going on in the unrest situations? We've got 2 unrest in the Caribbean state. That's going to be a problem for a while. A little bit of unrest in Saudi Arabia. Everywhere else is okay. So we need to... We'll get fire
Standing by for orders.
Reduce unrest in Caribbean. And
We'll
we'll
turn
get
down the
Jeremy to continue doing his job
Acknowledged.
here in Saudi Arabia.
We'll turn down the heat.
Nowhere is undefended. Let's
Your
just
orders?
confirm that. No, Saudi. Oh god. Okay, we need to change our turn up. So Distal
the up?
needs to. We've actually got a problem here. We've got a really big problem. Distal needs to defend the Pacific Defense League, which is undefended.
Making things safe for our people.
Who else is defense?
Standing by for orders.
You don't have defense.
Ready to go.
You don't
Ready.
have. You've got defense, so you need to defend Saudi Arabia.
Securing our control.
And I don't think. Oh, good. Quite couldn't defend. Okay, I thought we only had 2 defense.
Securing our control.
Standing by.
The reason I don't want to federate the United States and the European Union is that the United States is currently building up Miltech, whereas Europe is way further behind on Miltech. So I want to keep them I want to keep them separate right now so that the Miltech doesn't get diluted by bringing the European Union into North America. I want to keep, basically, the idea behind America in my playthrough is that it has the most advanced and biggest army in the world. I'm still building armies here, so that if we do get invaded, I have a powerful force to repel the aliens with. The EU, on the other hand, is a research and mission control powerhouse, and they're not ready to be merged into one entity at this point. So I'm keeping them separate. That's why that's set up like that. Okay, we need someone to declare war on Guatemala, and I think that somebody is going to be Chuck Rambo. So you're gonna set national policy.
Time to make our move.
Now we've still got
Where
mission.
do you
We still need a
need
mission
me?
for Guy. We need a mission. Well, Guy, you know what Guy's gonna do? He's gonna increase public opinion of us in Guatemala.
Making our case.
You know what? I'm just thinking about this. I could have taken Guatemala over about 2 turns ago, really easily, like without any problems, by just sniping the control point. But instead of going through all the hassle of overthrowing the government, I don't think I want to do this again. It's way more effort than just. For a second there, I thought America was undefended, but I defended it last turn, right? It is defended. Yeah, America's defended. I'm going to sneeze 1 second. I do intend at some point Subadite to amalgamate them into one. I want to have like one unified Earth, but right now I'm not ready to do that. Okay, that's all confirmed. We don't really have a lot else going on at the moment. Our big thing at the moment is I want to start saving up materials to get our mines on Jupiter sorted. On Callisto. That's kind of like the biggest issue right now.
Securing our interests.
Securing our interests.
Securing our control.
Interesting, there's a new servant fleet just been built.
Our only hope.
No, just encountered the Protectorate. Shut up.
Things are stabilizing.
Good work, Clark Dad. Can't believe we've got an agent called Jeremy Clark Dad, by the way. Okay. Our spy
The people
reports.
will come to our side.
Mission complete.
Okay, we can now declare war on Guatemala. United States of North America is asking its ally, the European Union, to join it on its attack. Sure. Okay. So let's close this. We're still
We'll be
paused.
ready
War.
for new orders
The United States of North America, under control of the resistance, declared war on Guatemala. The war will only end when the leading nations on these sides, with the greatest military strength, agree to make peace, or one side is captured all the capitals of the enemy and install new governments. Alright, so now we're going to order these 2 armies. I can't drag set them, but I can deploy all armies to Guatemala. Deploy armies. Alright, and they're going to start moving over. We're going to slow this down a little bit. There's the armies there. I don't know how long it's going to take them, actually. How many days was that going to take? Arriving on the 28th of September. It's going to take them 2 days to cross the border. It should be there now. There you go. So Iron Fist and Right Hand are now fighting with whatever defenses the Guatemalan army has.
They are here to
My
cleanse.
servants. Oh, really? Why did nobody tell me that? So what's the cohesion like? Fractured? Why did I declare war when I could have just done what I've done the whole game through? I didn't realize that was a change they'd made. Thanks, Wood. Shame I didn't know that earlier. Thanks everybody. We're gonna have to change our priorities in America now. We need to focus on Unity. No, we're already pretty heavily invested in Unity. What affects our cohesion? It's mostly Unity, right? Cohesion increases by per 2 investment points in Unity. Knowledge also helps. Okay, so we're invested in knowledge and Unity. It's going to come back up. That was just a big F, honestly. Yeah, the chat crashes every now and again. I can reset that. I can fix that. It's really annoying. I need to change my streaming software, honestly. If I do this and then do this, that resets chat and it will start to update again. You just have to tell me when it's happening because I don't always notice it. I can't believe we just did that. Ugh. Okay. What is going on in the rest of the solar system? So first of all, let's just check Earth. We've got everywhere's defended, which is great. We have high unrest in Gulf, Saudi, and Caribbean as usual. The alien meter just went bing on full red. It wasn't on full red a minute ago. So something we've done has really annoyed the aliens. So we need to check for launches. We'll do that in a second. Let's just get. Why is Fire
Ready for
in
my
Saudi
mission.
Arabia? What did I send him to the wrong place last turn? I probably
Ready.
did. No, he was defending it. Okay, Chuck needs to deal with the aliens that just showed up in Lower Guinea.
We're going in.
We're gonna
Ready
get
for
Guy to suppress. No, we're gonna get Clark
What's the
Dad
order?
to suppress unrest in the Pacific states.
We'll restore peace to this
We're gonna
nation.
get Distal
Reporting in.
to suppress unrest in Saudi
Ready
Arabia.
for orders. We'll
And we're
make
going to
things safe.
get Fire to
Acknowledged.
suppress unrest in the Gulf states.
At your service. Restoring order.
Rebels have had it too good for too long. Turn off everything else and prop up the unity. Oh no, the aliens are mad. Good luck. Yeah, what has made the aliens mad? The aliens have been mad before, but something has just happened that's made them really mad. I think we're going to be okay on unity, honestly. I don't think we need to worry too much. We're fractured, but it's not the end of the world. I hope. I haven't just effed the whole campaign by trying to quickly claim Guatemala. Let's just pump public opinion in Guatemala. And I'm
I will
also
try to sway the
going to.
public.
We're gonna
At your
snipe.
service.
We're gonna snipe
Acknowledged.
Belize next, so I'm going to public campaign here as well. I'm not going
We'll
to
make
go
our
through
appeal.
the state of declaring war there. All right, let's check out the status of the aliens. What are they up to? I feel like they've just launched a whole ton of fleets. So this fleet's still on its way to Callisto. It's a long way off. Nothing's happening here. You're not coming for us. Low Earth orbit on the 10th of January. Rushing Exeter Station. That's an alien station. Callistopy. Oh no, I misspelled this wrong. So they're rallying with that fleet. Nemesis orbit. So far they haven't launched anything new. There's nothing. They haven't done anything, but they are angry with us. Not much is happening at the moment. The aliens are kind of being quite chill, so we'll just be chill too, and we'll just build up. We're up to 2.5k base metal, so we can look at upgrading our mines pretty soon. A lot of alien fleets are being built, I'm noticing. What's that red? Why is there a red? Oh, it's the red station. Okay, United States of North America takes control of Guatemala. That's all they have, right? Yeah, Guatemala has been conquered. New control. United States conquered Guatemala, but it may rise again. Okay. So that's probably the one reason is that it's now part of the United States of North America by doing that. Let's send these armies home. Airlift all home. Done. It's probably by MCUs plus killing a few aliens. Yeah, it probably is. What's with North Africa? It looks weird. North Africa? What's weird about North Africa? I don't see anything weird about North Africa. Unless, it's not doing it right now, unless you're looking at the terrain, which isn't loading at the moment. I do this. Yeah, the terrain's not loading right now. Could be the terrain. Yeah, we've now taken Guatemala. Woo. I think I'm just going to snipe nations. Honestly, it adds a bit more intrigue to the campaign. But we could do Guatemala. We made the United States of North America a little bit more ours. A little bit bigger, I should
Things are
say.
cooling off.
You can tell I'm tired.
Things are cooling off.
That game was great, by the way.
Violence
Congratulations
is
to the
abating.
Matildas. Australia won their first round game against Ireland, who put up a pretty good fight. Honestly,
people
Australia
will
looked a little
come
bit
to
hesitant
our
in the game, but
side.
I'm really happy that they won.
Mission canceled.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. You can't public campaign in this country that doesn't exist anymore. Target community support is done, which is great. We'll just pick Dusty Plasma Radiator, and then we'll invest nothing in the research. We're still in the lead for all of these. Yep, so no one's going to steal them from us. This is one of the downsides of this game, is that you get bursts of action, and then there's a lot of just sitting around completing turns.
Target secured.
Where not a lot happens, especially when you've got really powerful agents like I do at this stage in the campaign. And we're not ready to stage anything new. I can't really do anything about the Mind Killers at the moment. It was red and glowy a minute ago. Oh, yeah, it's a xenoforming error. It just sometimes shows up as it's fully xenoformed even though it's not. And I have xenoforming turned on because I want to watch for aliens creeping up on the planet. And it seems to be the best way if they manage to land somebody. Not that they've been able to land anyone. I'm pretty confident in saying that Earth is alien-free. Okay, so we've got another turn popping up. You notice that I'm ignoring organizations. I'll do that off stream. Don't you need one Bing in the bottom research station for it to do anything? One Bing. What on earth do you mean by that? Any plans on extending Mega Japan? The problem with Mega Japan is I don't really have claims on anything else. I did want to. I wanted to get. What I really wanted to do was I wanted to form a super nation with Australia and New Zealand, but I don't have claims on them. Australia has a claim on New Zealand, but I don't have any claims on Australia. And the only places that really have claims on Australia are, I think the UK does. But I don't think I actually have those claims. And I don't really, and the PDL doesn't really have claims on any other part of this apart from Vladivostok, which is part of the European Union. So I could potentially try and look at bringing the European Union and the PDL together, but I can't make the PDL any bigger right now. I was really hoping that taking Taiwan would give me a claim on China, but it didn't. And I think that's because China has a claim on Taiwan, but not the other way around. But Taiwan is super free and super a real country. It's a country called the Pacific Defense League. It's a shame of all the new people watching, because when we un-Brexited the UK, there was a lot of celebration. It was a really, really good time. But that was a long time ago. Anyway, let's get over to turn. Okay, the plan this turn is we're going to snipe Belize. We're just going to take it in one fell swoop. I think Quiet is the best for that job. We're just gonna actually we're gonna insta purge it. I think. I don't think we need to. Yeah, 98% chance to purge without any boost. So we're just gonna purge it.
Terminating the opposition.
It will be ours.
At your service.
One block at the bottom. There's button for research items. Whatever. Yes, that's the point, CRM. I do not want to research them. That's some funny geopolitics right there. It is, isn't it? Taiwan can get claim on China. It is a tech. That's good to know. I'm pretty sure there's a nationalist China idea that might do it. I think I've been wary about getting a lot of those because I don't want to give the AI any ideas. So we're going to take Belize. It's going to take us a couple turns. It's going to take us a little bit of time to bring that into North America. We've got 101 days before the Caribbean comes in as well, so we need to work on these. Let's have a quick look at unrest. We just stay on top of unrest. We can't let it creep up too high or we'll get cooed. So we just need to decrease unrest in the Caribbean states this turn. This gives us a little bit of wiggle room to do something else.
Restoring order.
Nowhere needs defended, does it?
Where to?
Nowhere needs defended. Let's clear all of this guff from the top of the screen. We're going to do some advising this turn. So Chuck is going to advise the United States of America, North America.
We're going
to get Guy Fawkes to advise.
Where do you need me?
In
ready to go.
Can you not advise? Yes, you can. In the European Union.
Lending my expertise.
We're going to get Fire to advise in the Pacific Defense League. Where is it? Here it is. So this just gives us a few boosts. Nothing major.
Support.
Acknowledged.
And then Distal needs a job this turn. Let's get Distal to boost public opinion in Belize. Because they don't super love us yet, and that's not good enough.
We'll make our
firm assignments. And let's
offering assistance.
Offering support.
One thing we need to look at is upgrading our Atom Smasher station because it's producing so little antimatter. Quick rush research the clone of Changki Shang. I don't know who that
public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're up to 51% public opinion in Belize, which is good.
Order is returning.
Stabilizing Caribbean. On this subject, is there any action you can put out going for these succession state nations? As it looks, I don't see how beneficial. What you do is you break up nations that your opponent has control over. That's the idea. So you succeed away bits of their countries and they lose power. Okay, they're now bombarding Anderson Station, which sucks. Does Anderson Station have defense? Because that usually kills them. Do you have defenses, Anderson Station? Yeah, they've got an LDA, so we'll see if they're able to defend themselves. The Phoenix scenario? I don't know what that is. I was going to check something else here as well. I can't remember what it is now. My brain is definitely a bit foggy. Remind me when the next turn takes over. There we go. We purged out Belize. We now control it.
Prepping for next mission.
We need to really fix its priorities because its priorities are terrible. We'll go for, I think Europe 2 is a good start point. We want to invest in economy. I want to invest in unity. We'll drop knowledge a little bit. That should get it starting to move into the right direction. 180 days before we can bring it in. Remember to look at Atom Smasher Station or Black Mesa Station when we're done here. Okay, that's 3 Atom Smashers just got built. I think that's what those are. Yeah, 3 new Atom Smashers got built. So let's jump over to this. That might be why I wasn't able to upgrade them. Yes, we can now build Super Colliders. Okay. So, we want to build these. These are super important. Oh. India under control, and Belize under alliance. That's fine because I took over Belize. So Super Collider, it's going to take 240 days. Let's get that under construction. Super Collider. So I'm going to build 2 at the moment. I think the rest of them are maybe under construction, or I'm not sure what's going on. We have tons of free power. Each of these requires 750 power. We have 2,774, which is a lot. I could build more solar farms if we need them, but because we're in Mercury orbit, we're producing a lot. I can see here I have 5,000 total. It is not a brain fog friendly game, no, but I promised everybody that I would get back into Terra Invicta tonight, so I want to give you at least a little bit of a stream. We'll keep going for a little bit longer. Let's have a look at the situation on Callisto. I want to build some defenses on our bases there. That's Mercury. I thought I clicked on Jupiter. Now I want to go to Callisto. My metal is going to be hurt because of Mercury? Yeah, this is why I'm trying to get these mines up and running on Callisto ASAP. I have a lot of mines kind of invested but not finished yet. So Utgard here has like you can see the metal. Utgard and Asgard are both massive metal mines once they're up and running. So I think Utgard is ready to go, but Utgard does not have any defenses. So I want to build a battle station here. If I can afford one, yeah. Build a battle station. Oops. 180 days. We need more power for that. So we also need a fusion reactor farm. I'm not going to bother building a heavy one. We don't need that. And I also want to build an agricultural complex here too. And then we're going to need another fusion reactor farm for that. Okay, so that's this station up and running. That's probably us out of metal, honestly. So that's the only one we can do right now. So we do have a really big bottleneck on metal at the moment. It's pretty important. I think you can right-click on the upgrade icon to get one of the autos upgrading. Maybe, can't remember. Okay, so I can auto do it. That's good to know. Okay, assignments on Earth. Earth is pretty boring at the moment. We're just going to make sure we're okay, I was like, whoa, 7.6 on rest, but that's because we just took over Belize. So I need to get Caribbean. So I need to do Caribbean, Belize. I need to do Caribbean, Saudi Arabia, and then everybody else in Belize. That's fine. Caribbean? The Caribbean. So, forgotten already. Saudi Arabia, that's right. So we'll get Clark Dad to go to Saudi Arabia because I don't...
At your service.
Because I don't like Clark Dad, he gets to go to Saudi Arabia.
We'll make things safe.
What's the op?
Oof, wow. I'm not that far out yet, so that's good. Is antimatter still the best way to make money? I don't know, Nick Chroma. We're going to find out. I hope it is, because I need the resources right now. And then we're going to get Distill to go to the Caribbean States. And then we get everyone else to reduce unrest in Belize.
Ready. Your orders? We'll make things safe. Standing by.
We'll make things safe.
Standing by for orders.
That's Belize getting
your orders
suppressed bombed.
We'll restore
No, the
peace
deal with
to
Saudi
this
Arabia
nation.
was earlier on in the campaign.
Here.
Is this what you're talking about with it looking red, by the way?
We'll
This
turn
is the
down
terraforming
the
view
heat.
being funny. So the whole reason behind owning Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states is that they had really high GDPs, and one of the things you can invest in is spoils, which basically pulls out money from the country and just puts it in my pocket. I'm basically like being super corrupt. I'm stealing money from the government. I'm stealing money from industry, and I used Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states to fund my kind of early mid-game when I was really, really low on cash and I was spending a lot of time developing the European Union and America. But unfortunately, that continuous spoiling absolutely ruined those countries. And now I'm trying to rebuild them. It's probably not going to happen, but I want to try and do it. So we're currently trying to rebuild both these nations. If you look at their stats, the Gulf states are actually recovering a little bit, but Saudi Arabia is in a terrible death spiral right now. It's really not doing very well. The inequality is extreme in that country right now. But that's what we're planning on doing. Okay, there's nothing Russian happening until January as far as I'm aware. Russian? There's nothing alien related happening until January. I'm definitely tired. Yeah, 10th of January is when that fleet's hitting. Doom fleet's also coming in. Yeah, we could maybe make the Caliphate. That could be a good idea. Yeah, I owe on the Obar. That's exactly what I did. We could actually form the Caliphate. That might be quite good. Just embezzle the entire nation. The problem is, mishaps is I've embezzled the entire nation so much there's no nation left to embezzle. I've completely ruined.
Things are cooling off.
6.7,
Things are
6.2,
cooling off.
0.8,
Things are stabilizing.
5.7. Okay,
Things
looks like
are stabilizing.
we got Caribbean down to 5.7,
Things are
7.8,
stabilizing.
which is nice. Okay, fleet surrounded Nemesis orbit. That doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, we're probably going to play out this turn, and I'm going to look at ending the stream because it's late for me, and I know I started the stream late, but we know what happens when I push through to 1 a.m. I start making really big mistakes. So we'll do an update this turn, and I'm going to end the stream. And I know it's an early stream; it's only been an hour and a half, and I apologize for that. But I was watching the World Cup game, and I'm really excited that the Matildas won. Okay, so let's just have a look at the status of the game. So we've got America's looking pretty good. America's is dealing with its cohesion issue that we had from taking over Guatemala. Europe is also looking pretty good. They've got quite a big cohesion problem as well, actually. We might need to look at... We are actually investing in unity for them, though. So I think we just have to let that play out a little bit. The PDL is looking fine, but we're still working on making it better. I might need to start a little bit of investment in economy and knowledge next stream, just to bring them up as well. They do love us, which is good. Then, if we wanted to form the Caliphate, let me just have a look. So... Saudi Arabia hasn't got any claims on anybody, and Dubai hasn't got any claims on anybody, but we could just queue up the Caliphate research before we leave. Sort by category. So, is it Reconquest of the Desert? That's people of Patagonia. I want to redraw on the map. Break of Federation, Break of Indonesia, Restore Warsaw Pact, Nigerian Confederation, Grand Colombia, probably the Southern Cross. Well, this might be actually quite important for us. Thank you, Wood835, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out on the stream as well. I'm actually also going to get the Republic of the Southern Cross researching, because that might give us some claims on Australia through the Pacific Defense Project. So we'll put 1 dot in that, and then here I want to change this. Civil Defense Programs, Bantu Nation, Malay Nation, Turkestan, Arab League, Indonesia, the Shia Nation. That gives Iran gains claims on a bunch of places. That's not what we want. Liberating mainland China. Taiwan gains a claim on all of China. So I don't think I want to pick that one up, right? Oh, it's the puppy that's snoring. Oh, right. You're just making fun of me. Yes, it is Nick, which is why I'm working on dealing with Unity to try and fix that. The Caliphate, here it is here. Alright, let's get the Caliphate researching as well. So the Caliphate and the Republic of the Southern Cross, we'll kick those off next stream. We'll build the Caliphate, and we'll see if we can get our hands on Australia and New Zealand and bring them into the fold of the Resistance. That was a little bit exciting. Okay, let's have a quick look at our status of our fleets. So Mars Interception Fleet is currently sitting at a combat power of 2.9k. It looks like it has a nice mix of battleships and destroyers. It only has 1 monitor though, so we probably need to fix that. The Mercury Defense Fleet is sitting at 2k. It's our weakest fleet. It has not enough battleships, so we need to build up the battleships for that fleet, but we don't have the medals for that at the moment. Looking at the Jovian Assault Fleet, I'm pretty happy with its setup. It's 2.6k, it's well built. I think I'm pushing both, but we'll check that out. Let's have a quick look. So here I've got welfare and unity being pushed. Here I've got welfare and unity being pushed. Yeah, I've got welfare and unity being pushed everywhere. Not as much welfare here in America, but America's got a military focus at the moment. And the PDL has welfare and unity being pushed. So I'm doing the short-term unity fix, the welfare long-term fix, but I think I need economy and knowledge here to bolster that. In terms of, if anyone wants some homework to take away with them, what I really want your help with is the layout that I want to build for Black Mesa Station. Because Black Mesa is currently a little bit of a mess, and we're building our first super colliders here. But I want to make sure that I've built this properly. So can I fit an agricultural hub in here? Let's get some templates for hubs, and we'll get them saved so that I can just apply them to stuff to make the game run a lot faster. I could also really do with some help with my templates for the mines on Callisto. For anyone who wants to check, here is the status of those. Actually, the status of the planet itself. So if we go to, why does it always select Mercury when I click on Jupiter? Moons, Callisto. So here's the sites view for Callisto. So if anyone wants to like point out anyone I've missed that I need to build on. We really need more metals. I'm actually a bit sad there's not more metals available here on Callisto, but the metals are a big issue. So that's the other thing we need to focus on. The next thing we need to also think about, I don't want to think about it for next stream, but we do need, I didn't mean to click on that. We do need to look at ship classes. We need to come up with our proper ship doctrine. Yeah, there are templates for Habs now, which is just amazing. So we've got the Polaris and the Maya Mark Dreadnoughts. So the Maya, can we look at this? Can we look at this by clicking on it? No. I have to go into upgrade to look at it. So the Maya Mark II is a laser beast. It's got two 360cm ultraviolet laser batteries and a 720 ultraviolet phaser cannon. And lots of laser engines to make it as powerful as possible. Then we've got the Polaris. The Polaris, I think, is a plasma? No, it's an ultraviolet laser cannon and it's heavy coil gun batteries Mark III. That's right. It's a very, very heavy bombardment ship with lots of magazines. So this is kind of looking like our main plan for expansion, is using these two with the backup of T-Rem Mark IIIs, Bosco Mark Is, Night Sky Mark Vs, Neo Mark Vs, and then I think if we go all the way back up here, this is class 4, the Crash Test Mark II. This needs to be upgraded with our new military units, with our new Rangers. Oh, I must have marked them as obsolete. We did have those plasma ships, but I think I've marked them as obsolete. I can't even see them. Nice Guys Neo's nice Crash Test, Neo. But I can't see the other ships. I must have gotten rid of them. But yeah, that's kind of what we need to think about. I think it's the Maya Mark I, actually, is what I'm thinking of as the plasma. But yeah, that's something to come back to. The main point of this stream was to refamiliarize myself with the game and what our situation is, which I'm pretty happy with. I think we're in a really good spot. Honestly, the alien fleets are not that threatening. I mean, look at that stream of fleets they're sending in, though. That's something to be concerned with. There is obviously the Doom fleet heading to Callisto in 2044, but that's a long way off, and I think we'll absolutely smash it when it gets here because it's taking so long. Yeah, so our next main goals, if we're going to consider that, is just to take the alien base. There's an alien base in Jupiter orbit. So they have a base on Ganymede. This is our next major... This is their inner system ship. Yeah, we did have plasma battery ships, Woot. They got destroyed, and I haven't rebuilt them since, but I do want to get them. So they have 2 stations around Ganymede. I want to wipe these out. That's my next big job. We're going to need some standoff plasma ships to do that, so we need to get those designed as well. But in the meantime, if you have any ship names you'd like to add to the ship list, check the Discord. If you check the forum section at the top, there's a thread that's recently been posted in called Terra Invicta name list. Any ship names you put in there, Many-Headed Mishaps will very, very kindly, and thank you so much, Mishaps. I can't thank you enough for the work you've put into this. Add them to their special program that does the naming list, and we can use that to name more ships. And we're always going to need more ship names. There's so many ship names in there; it's amazing. If you want to help out with designing Habs, that's awesome. Post them in the Terra Invicta section of the Discord. That's where all the chat happens. I am almost delirious with tiredness right now. It's been a really long week. For those of you looking for videos, I'm going to try and get a Xenonauts video out tomorrow. Keep striking while the iron's hot. We hit 8,000 subscribers today, which is just unreal. So thank you all for everyone who subscribed recently, and just everyone in general. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling now, because I'm just talking rubbish. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry the stream was delayed. I hope you have a lovely day, or evening, or night, or morning, or noon, or whatever. I'm just going to save the game and go to bed. It's after midnight for me, and I have work tomorrow. So let's just do... what I call it, stream 31. And yeah, that was our 31st Terra Invicta stream. This game is a big game. All right, I will catch you all in the next stream. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.